to kind of be charismatic to like teach people. Because if you're boring, no one wants to listen to you. Like, the best teachers I ever had were like teachers you could have a real conversation with. Not ones that they just read what's in the book, and then when you ask them questions, they just said, well, read the book, or what about the book didn't you understand? Like, I didn't say I didn't understand the book. I'm asking for a further explanation of what was in the book. You know what? I was one of those kids where, like, teachers kind of didn't like me. Not all my teachers, because I'm never going to be like, every teacher sucks. I just had, like, every once in a while, like, at least once a semester, I would get one teacher that if I questioned the teacher, then they would just, like, I would be, like, the bane of their existence. Like, I had one teacher where we was reading, Death of a Salesman, and it turns out that the salesman had an affair on his wife, and the woman he had an affair with died, after giving birth to his child, and the family pretty much sent the child to go live with him and his wife, and the wife was like, you know, she basically said that this child now has a mother, but you no longer have a wife, and my teacher tried to say that, well, because she stayed with the husband, that she still, you know, that she still loved him, and that's why she's staying, and I was like, no, she's staying so that she could raise that child, but pretty much in her mind, they're separated, even though they're living in the same house. And she's like, no, that makes no sense, because then she would have just left. I'm like, you have to think about the times they were living in. It wasn't like she could just go out, find her own home, and get a job so easily to provide for herself. And then who would have taken care of that child? She was staying because she was going to take care of that child who didn't ask to be brought into this awful situation, but not to be with a husband, you know what I mean? But me and my teacher argued about it, and, like, she hated me after that. Like, she used to be super cool to me, and then after that, she hated me. And then I stopped going to her classes, and she was always trying to call my house and get me in trouble, and I was always 2 steps ahead of her. And then, like, by the end of the semester, I hadn't showed up to her class for 114 days in a row. Like, well, not in a row. I came in, like, once a week just to collect homework, and then go back home and do my homework, and then I would send it with a friend or drop it off in her mailbox at the school. Like, by the end of the semester, I came back for my friend's graduation because she was a year older than me, and she bumped into me, and she was like, oh, you know what, I read all of your essays that you've been turning in. She's like, I don't agree with why you don't show up to school or to my class anymore, but she's like, but I gave you a 95 for the class. And then she just walked away, and I was like, unfortunately, I got discharged from that high school, but if I hadn't, I would have passed the class. And funnier than that, I passed my regions, my state exams. I passed them, and I even passed them by so much that even when the teacher tried to fail me, the state put it that I passed. And I had a teacher who was really mad at me for that too. I think that was in my history class. He was so livid. He was like, she doesn't show up, and yes, she passed the regions. She must have cheated. I'm like, no, I'm just really smart, and I didn't have time to take the bullshit in your class. That's the type of man. I was a smart ass, yo. I was a smart ass. That's why I got into so much trouble. Like, my mouth and my brain is too slick for these bitches, and they couldn't handle it. Anyway, story time is over, and I want to get the guys in the garden, and now I want to get everyone to the garden. Anyway, story time is now over, and I want to get everyone into the garden. The garden is looking kind of raggedy. Like, for real, for real. And I know Lindsay was excited to, like, water some stuff. So she's gonna get to water it. I think she actually wants to grow something. She wants to learn how to make a salad. You don't know how to make a salad? Jeb got baby fever. That's definitely something I want to talk about. Nobody got pregnant on their honeymoon. Oh, Lindsay wants to have her first child too. What about Sophia? Nope. Sophia's like, nope, I'm good. Alicia? Nope. She's like, no, I just want to kiss and make salad. Okay. But that is something that I'm gonna start thinking about, because I do want them to have children. I'm not gonna do it like, oh, the first wife has to get pregnant first and then the second wife. I do want them all to kind of be pregnant around the same time, so it's not like we're waiting days in between each pregnancy. Like, I want them to get pregnant like boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? So we'll probably do that at some point. But before they start making with the babies, you know, I want them to still like celebrate their honeymoon. Like, I know so many times that people are like, the minute they get married, they're like, now let's start making babies. Sometimes you just want to spend time with your husband and your sister wives and just enjoy the honeymoon and newlywed bliss before the children come into it. But like, I think a couple of days is good for them to cool down for the honeymoon and the wedding before they start trying to have children. So today's Saturday, so maybe Monday we'll try and make babies. When's the next holiday? Because holiday is the perfect time to make babies. What's a day? No one has Mondays off. Everyone should get pregnant today. It's like the only day you have off. But I still... But anyway, right now I just want to like tend to the garden, get it looking good. Everyone's working together. I love it. When everyone's done, I'm gonna let the women take showers and stuff like that, because I know they're gonna be exhausted afterwards. Jeb will probably do a meeting. I'll send him to go get cleaned up in the bathroom first and have him hold some more meetings, because it's finally a smiley face, but it could be a bigger smiley face. Bigger smiley face indeed. And I'm just gonna click for like, not quit. Oh my goodness, that would be awful. She works in 3 hours. She'll probably get promoted. Maybe after she gets promoted, they'll let her go home early. In fact, I'm gonna let her stop working in the garden for a bit, because she needs to go get ready for work. She has to at least take a shower. If she has time, eat something, like drink a juice box. The apple pancakes are already made, so she can eat that. I think they're almost all done in the garden anyway. It looks like it. She's not going to work. Why do I keep getting notifications she's going to work when she's not even going to work? Sophia's staying home, okay? Did anyone actually collect anything from the garden? Some salad stuff? Now, I'm pretty sure you can't put tomato. Oh, why did that happen? Oh, life. Damn you, life. Okay, guys, so as you saw, the game crashed, and I screamed for a bit. I nerd raged, and then I decided to stop recording and to redo everything that happened before the crash. So now we are pretty much back where we left off. We didn't get robbed again, but we did arrange the house the same way we had before. I had everyone work on the garden again, and it actually looks more uniform now, so I'm kind of glad about that. But I fast forward through so much stuff. I even had them doing skill building while I fixed up the garden and all that kind of stuff and rearranged things. But at least now the crash has happened. I'm a little bit more focused on what needs to be done, and I'm gonna start doing the makeovers today instead of waiting for the next day. Alicia has to go to work in 2 hours, so she's gonna be getting her makeover first, and then the rest of the ladies will be heading in to get their makeovers as well. I'm annoyed the crash happened, especially since I hadn't saved before the crash happened, so I had to do everything over again, so that was annoying. But it'll get done. That's our carpool now, actually. So as soon as she's done, she's gonna have to jump into the car, because she's so close to getting promoted. I don't want her to get messed up, you know? Anyway, let's do this makeover. I just realized she's in her work outfit, and yet the game didn't crash. Anyway, let's figure out some nice work clothes for her. Like I said, I downloaded some stuff, so let's look at the downloaded stuff. I think since she's on her way to being a head chef, she should have the black uniform. I think the black uniform means like you're really getting there to being a real top chef. So it's not a big change from her regular outfit. Definitely gonna change the shoes. Not liking her shoes. To be honest, that kitten heel don't look comfortable to be on all day long. Let's get on some comfortable sneakers for her, or at least some comfortable looking shoes. Something sensible, at least. I spend hours working in the kitchen. You need to have comfortable and functional footwear. I don't know how many times I've spilt like hot grease or hot sauces on the floor or hot water, and it landed on my feet because I'm wearing open-toe slippers, and then I scald my whole foot. You have to keep your foot covered when you're in the kitchen. Same thing with your arms, because grease can pop on your arms. Anyone who has ever fried chicken know that it's dangerous, okay? We're not just going to do her work outfit, though. We're going to do all her outfits. And we're going to do the same for all of the ladies. We're going to give them all full head-to-toe makeovers. All Jeb approved outfits. Now, I think this is a very cute outfit for Alicia. She's not necessarily more covered up than she was before, because there was nothing really wrong with her outfit before. But I think it was just time for her to have a change of style. And I think this blazer with the shirt and the pants look really cute. Okay, so I finished all her outfits and she looks really cute. Really quickly before Lindsay get into the closet though, I'm gonna make her change to her everyday. I'm very shocked that she did not cross the game in her work outfit. But I want to make sure that doesn't happen. So now Sophia's gonna be getting her makeover. Okay, so she's a little bit more of a free spirit. So she dresses a little bit more freely. As you see, she can show more skin. That's her thing. But we are going to cover her up just a little bit more. Okay, so here's Sophia's new outfit. And as you see, we did get her to cover up a little bit. But her style still has a bit more color and is a little bit more youthful than everyone else's look. But she's covered up. She's not showing off butt crack and tons of stomach. And I think Jeb would really approve of this outfit. Okay, now we're done with Sophia's makeover. Look who just left the laundry. You're going to clean that up, please, Sophia. But we're going to do Lindsay's makeover last. Okay, now Lindsay feels like the most motherly type to me. So she probably will pick a outfit that's more suitable to staying home, taking care of kids type outfit. But I still want it to look nice because she obviously is still going to be working and going out and all that kind of stuff. So now let's try and pull a look for her. Now, I think this outfit is perfect for her. I like the brown and the purple. I think it's a good cut. Like, it's not super short, but it's not like below the knee and kind of boring. And I think she looks good on it. And it shows off her curves and her hips and all that. And I think Jeb's gonna love it. Alright, so everyone's makeovers are done. And now Alicia's going to work. And I wish she would just, like, work hard, be herself. I would say meet co-workers if she could, because she doesn't seem to know that many. But I'm just going to do business as usual so she doesn't become overly stressed at work. Everyone's heading downstairs. They got to use the bathroom, apparently. Oh, they want to clean. Well, that's good. It's nice to see someone wants to clean. How about somebody take out the trash? I know we got some. I'm sure something's dirty besides that one toilet that everyone wants to go clean all of a sudden. Yeah, there you go. Take out the trash. There we go. Well, I'm glad that even though the game did crash, we got a lot of stuff fixed back up without wasting too much time. Jeb is still holding meetings. It's looking better. I would like there to be some teeth in that smile by the time you come back home. The pedal van's still here. Still gonna delete it. Maybe deleting the pedal van tried to mess me up. Maybe the pedal van was finally like, you know what? I'm gonna get revenge for them deleting me all the damn time. Who knows? I'm gonna let her go check the mail. She has to go back to work in 2 days. I'm not super worried about it. Not worried about it. She's not doing the greatest, but she's doing okay. Ooh, we got some mail. This woman keeps trying to get with our husband. Ooh, but for the amount of money, I'm not mad at it. And he just got out. How's it looking now? Still no smile. Well, after the next one, I think we might let him come back home just because I think I want to do some family planning, if you know what I mean. Now, because of the crash, I also didn't get to spend my lifetime points. So I gotta do all that over again. I was gonna wait for them to start making with the babies, but because the crash and all that kind of stuff, it made it like, oh, now I have to focus more on making the babies because I lost time now, which annoys me. Alicia will get off work at 8 o'clock. She's gonna get that promotion as soon as she leaves anyway. What's her cooking skill? I think she has like a lot of cooking skill. Her cooking skill maxed out. She don't have to practice cooking. I think she should hang with co-workers and meet some co-workers. No, don't hang with a co-worker that much now. Does she know her co-workers? Cause don't even see meet more. So then, you know what? Just business as usual. You don't need to meet nobody extra. Be friendly with extra people and all that type of stuff. No, you don't. He's almost out of that next meeting. She has all the charisma she needs. Maybe she should go do her hobby. Her hobby's painting, which she hasn't been doing a lot of. She has been painting. She just hasn't been finishing her paintings. She should start trying to do some wine stuff, add fruit. Is there a book on making wine? I don't know if there is, but I wouldn't mind sending Sophia to the store to find out, since we still have a while before Jeb comes back home. Or maybe Jeb is near the bookstore. Maybe he can do it. No, I'll let him do another meeting and she can do it. So let's go shop for books at the bookstore and see if we can find a book about winemaking. Because if there is books about winemaking, all the ladies should get a book and read it. Jeb should get a book and read it too, because he doesn't know anything about winemaking. So now with Jeb's job stuff, it's still not a smiley face. It's still smiley face, but there's no teeth in that grin, as you see. I want it to be lime green, not just yellow and kind of moody. That's not good. Oh, she decided to take Jeb's Hummer. Well, then, Sophia, you bold. Like, he gave y'all ladies the little yellow family van. He didn't say drive my Hummer, but okay. See, Sophia do what she wants. She's very immature. But Jeb still loves her. Okay, so let's get her into the bookstore. Look at that. Lindsay just got another painting skill. Good for her. Now let's go see a man about some books. It'd be awesome if Jeb's book was like finally in here, but I never found his book in here. Do you like, I'm looking. It looks like the same old books that was in here before. Nothing new, nothing special. I'll do the general books and see if I can find Jeb's cult book. I doubt it. Cause I was looking for, the baby books. We should start getting some baby books. Jeb wants to start having children, and the women, well, at least one of the women wants to start having children. Should I make it a thing that we should wait for each woman to actually say, like, okay, I'm ready to make a baby now, before we actually make a baby with them? Cause Lindsay's already ready to make babies. She's like, yep, I want babies now. I'm good with it. And the other women aren't even thinking about babies. I don't know. Maybe I should take into consideration that, some of the women are like, I don't want kids right now. And some of the other women are like, yes, I need them in me now so they can come out into the world and fill my life with joy. So maybe I'll do that. If Lindsay's ready to have children, Jeb and Lindsay should have children. I'm still looking for Colt. Still not seeing Colt. And when I ordered the books online, they never came. I'm looking at the skill books and seeing if there's anything in here about winemaking, and I don't see anything about making wine. Music, alchemy recipes, child development. We don't really need stuff like that. Fishing books, recipes. Is there a wine recipe? Nope. So, okay, so I'm just gonna buy the baby books then. There's nothing about making wine. But I know one thing. When we get home, we'll distribute the books. Everyone should read about making babies. And then, I think Lindsay and Jeb should make a baby together. Now, I don't know how many kids she will have. She doesn't have, like, extra fertility or anything like that. And neither does he. So we'll just have to see how many children she ends up having. There we go. Alicia's still not home. She got like 2 more hours before she get back. No, she got like an hour and 10 minutes. Where's Lindsay? Lindsay's still painting. I want to give her books so she can have books. All the ladies get a book. Each get one of each book. Now everyone has one of each of the baby books. And I want them to read the baby books. She has time. She's going to come home, read these baby books. When she go for work, she's going to come home, read these baby books. And she still got grapes in her pocket? What? Okay. Gonna put those in the fridge then. Jeb, he ain't got nothing in his pocket. When he come home, he gonna read some books. When he comes out, they might tell him you can't hold any more meetings. We'll find out when he gets around to it. Oh, she's gonna sit on the porch and read that book? That's nice. I wish I had a porch to just sit out in front of and read books. Like, have some lemonade and iced tea sitting out there nice and chill for me. That sounds like a dream. Since she's the one who wants a baby so badly, she should really get to reading the book. Okay, he just got out of a meeting. He's coming home. They won't let him hold meetings. It still didn't go up to a toothy grin, but he has like 4 days until he goes back to work. So there's time for him to get it back up there. Okay, and Lindsay just finished that painting. It's not particularly, is that a cat hiding behind a bush looking at a hummingbird? Okay, next to a flower. Let's sell that for the $3 it's worth. Good goodness. I think now that Jeb's coming home, she should change into her sleeping outfits and get into bed with Jeb. Oh, he's reading his book on the porch. No, he needs to come get in bed with Lindsay. So he's going to come upstairs, get in bed with Lindsay. Unfortunately, Lindsay's not going to get to stay in the bed. She's going to have to go back to her bed afterwards because it's Sophia's night with Jeb. And that's fair. That's what's fair. See, he wants to be romantic with her. No, get back in bed, Lindsay. I know it took him a while to get into bed. But you need to get into the bed with him if you're going to make with the baby making. Okay, I think Alicia just got from work. Yeah, she's reading her book. That's good. Y'all read books while they conceive a child. Well, she got like a good raise from her job. I should have read it, but I didn't have time to. But yeah, cuddling up. They need to get some smooch. Any interesting news? What does that mean? I'll ask. I don't know what it means though. They can't cuddle while they ask about it? We're gonna make out, try for a baby after he asks any interesting news. Is she gonna be like, well, I sold a painting? Some guy's filthy rich. Okay, like, that's not something you want to hear about, like how your wife is thinking about another man being filthy rich while she's trying to make a baby with you. But okay, not the best conversation, but let's see if we can make a baby though. Oh, she's pregnant. We won't find out what she's having for the next couple of days though, but at least we know she's pregnant. But it's not necessary. See, the nausea's getting to her now. She has to go through her morning sickness. Okay. It's okay, boo-boo. It's okay, honey. It's okay. Ugh. Yep, that what being pregnant does to you. This is strenuous work. I wish she had a partner to help her now. But everyone's busy. And she's pregnant, so that's the busiest you can be. She's making wine, she's making a baby. You can't compare the two. Usually one results in the making of another. Wine usually makes the baby.